Hi everyone, today in this video we are going to learn assignment model problems. First of all, we want in our day-to-day life the needs must be available at a minimum cost. Suppose we went to different shops, we want a one product. We first compare the price in those two shops at which shop we are getting the product at a minimum cost. We choose that product. Suppose we went to two shops, P1 and P2, and we want two products P1 and P2. Went to two shops S1 and S2. Suppose P1 cost is 9 rupees in S1 and 10 rupees in S2, and P2 cost is 20 rupees in S1 and 18 rupees in S2. So we choose the minimum cost at which we are available, at which shop it is available. So P1 is available at minimum cost in S1 and P2 is available at minimum cost in S2. So those two products are buying. P1 is brought in S1 and P2 is brought in S2. In the same way, if the number of jobs were given and number of persons are there, so to assign each person one job, and we will use this assignment model to know the minimum cost or optimum cost to assign each person to each job. Suppose here this is the example of assignment model. In every assignment model we have to check whether the given matrix is balanced or not. So here number of rows is 3 and number of columns is also 3, that is R equal to 3. The given matrix must be a square matrix, then only R is equal to C. So that means balanced matrix means it must be a square matrix. So first step is checking whether it is balanced or not. So it is balanced. The next step, we have to do row operations. In row operations we have to check which is the minimum value of the row. In this first row the minimum value is 9, in the second row the minimum value is 9, and in the also third row the minimum value is 8. So in this next step we have to delete the minimum value from each element in that row. So like that, 15 minus 9 6, and 10 minus 9 1, and 9 minus 9 0, 9 minus 9 0, 15 minus 9 6, and 10 minus 9 1. 15 minus 8 is we take is 10. 10 minus 8 2, 12 minus 8 4, and 8 minus 8 0. So after doing row operations we have to do column operations. In column operations we have to check, and in the same process we have to check the minimum value in the column. In this column the minimum value is 0, in this column the minimum value is 1, in this value 0. So we have to subtract the minimum value from each column in step 3. So anything we subtract 0 from anything, it will get the same value. So 6 0 2, 1 minus 1 0, 6 minus 1 5, 4 minus 1 3, 0 1 0. So after this we have to assign the minimum values are 0. So we have to assign the zeros in square boxes. First we have to check in each row the number of zeros are there. If there is only one single zero, we have to assign that 0. If there are more than one zero, we have to leave that row. So in first row there are 2 zeros, so we leave that row and go to next row. In this next row we are having only 1 0, and we have to assign that 0 in square box. So we have to check whether there is any other 0 in the columns. If there is any 0, we have to cross it, but there is no 0, so leave it. We go to another row, third row. In this row also there is only 1 0, we have to assign it, and the corresponding there is another column, there is a 0, so we have to cancel it. And next we have done in row operations. Now we go to columns. So we have to check whether in columns there is any 0. In first column there is a 0 which is already assigned, so leave it and go to another column. In this column there is only 1 0, and there is the corresponding 0 in row is already cancelled. So we go to next column. In next column the 0 is already assigned. So number of the square matrix is 3 into 3 matrix, and the number of box assigned is also 3. So here it is balanced, and we have to check the corresponding values of zeros in the given matrix to assign the jobs. So first, persons, we have to create table, job and cost. So this is M1, M2, M3 given, J1, J2, J3. So person M1, M2, M3 are assigned to which job? Person M1 is assigned to J2 job, and person M2 is assigned to J1 job, and person M3 is assigned to J3 job. So we have to check these corresponding values in first and a given matrix. That means M1 is assigned to J2 job, that is 10. Here 10 minimum cost, and M2 is assigned to M1 J1, so 9, and M3 is assigned to J3, that means 8. So we have to add all these three values. We get 10 plus 9 plus 8 is equal to 27. So that is the optimum cost. Optimum cost of this problem is 27. Suppose in the same way we go to do unbalanced assignment problem. So in unbalanced assignment problem, here we can see there is number of rows is 1, 2, 3, 4, and number of columns is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So number of rows is not equal to number of columns. Number of rows is equal to how many rows? 4. And number of columns is equal to 5. That is, rows is less than columns. If the rows are less than columns, we have to add another row. If the columns are less than rows, we have to add another column. So here we are having less rows. So we have to add another row, that is dummy row, which is having all zeros. So 5, 7, 11, 6, 7, 8, 5, 5, 6, 5. We have to repeat 10, 7, 3, 10, 4, 8, 2, 4. Dummy row 0, 0, 0, 0. So dummy row is consisting of zeros. There is no problem in adding that here. Now repeat the same process which we have discussed earlier. That is, we have to find the minimum value here. The minimum value here is 5. Minimum value here is also 5. The minimum value here is 3, and the minimum value is 2, and here 0. We have to delete it from each row and each column. 5 minus 5, 0. 7 minus 5, 2. 11 minus 5, 6. 6 minus 5, 1. 7 minus 5, 2. And 8 minus 5, 3. 0, 0, 1, 0. 6 minus 3, 3. And 10 minus 3 equal to 7. And 7 minus 3 equal to 4. 3 minus 3 equal to 0. 6 and now 10 minus 2 equal to 8. 4 minus 2 equal to 2. 8 minus 2 equal to 6. 2 minus 2 0. 4 minus 2 2. And now 0. Anything minus 0 0. So 0. 0 minus 0 0 kabatti. So it's all zeros. Now we have to do column operations, but in every column we have 0 minimum value. So here only we can assign the zeros. Now in first row, if come to row operations, in first row there is only 1 0, so we assign 0, and in the second row there are 3 zeros, so we leave that row, and in third row we have only one single 0, we have to assign that and check the corresponding zeros in the column, so cancel those 2 zeros. Now coming to fourth row, in the fourth row there is only one single 0, check the corresponding column, there is 1 0, so cancel it. And in the first row we have forgotten to cross check the 0. Now we have to do in column wise. In first column there is 1 0 already assigned. So in coming to second column there is 2 zeros, so leave it. And from third row there is also 2 zeros, so leave it. And fourth row already assigned, fourth column. And fifth column there is also assigned. So if we even check in column wise, there is 2 zeros, and in last row also there is 2 zeros. That means here infinity loop is occurred. That means if we assign this 0, we have to cancel this 0, and assign this 0. Suppose if not, if we assign this 0 and cancel this 0, we have to assign we have to cancel the corresponding 0 and assign this 0. In both the cases we get the same answer. So we have to do both the operations. Now we have to do table. Here is M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, J1, J2, J3, J4, J5. We are taking first condition table. That means person, job, cost. There are M1, M2, M3, M4 and M5. And M1 job is assigned to, M1 person is assigned to J1 job, M2 person is assigned to J2 job, M3 person is assigned to J5 job, and M4 person is assigned to J4 job, and M5 assigned to here J3 job. This is first condition. So compare the corresponding values from this. M1 J1 value in first one is 5. So here 5. M2 J2 value is 5. And M3 J5 value is 3. And M4 J4 value is 2. And M5 is the dummy row which is there. So always 0, 0. Now add all these numbers. We get 5 plus 5, 10. 10 plus 3, 13 plus 2, 15. So this is the optimum cost of unbalanced. That is, there is only 4 persons. So we have assigned 4 jobs, and another job will be left over until the person will come. Thank you for watching. I hope you understand the video and my explanation.